Hi, my name is Jonathan. Welcome to the Jon Gadget YouTube channel, and this video is to let you know what the channel is all about and give you a little bit of background into the journey that got me here.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Well, this channel is a review channel for everyday carry gear, travel gear and related tech, and that would include things like multi-tools, knives, torches, or you might say flashlights, wallets, bags and pouches, and all the gear that goes in them. So my main focus with this channel is to spotlight items that are genuinely useful and will help people better navigate life's adventures, whether planned or unplanned. So where did it all begin? Well, I've always had a thing about being prepared. It seems my brain is always planning for what could go wrong, and I'm always on the lookout for gadgets and gear that could get me out of a fix. So with that in mind, I've always been drawn to multi-tools and Swiss Army knives. There's something about the get you out of trouble design intention that really appeals to me. And I used to be constantly on the lookout for new models and innovations from the likes of Leatherman and Victorinox. And my problem was there was nowhere I could go where I could easily buy the sort of gear I was now collecting. So in a moment of madness, although it wasn't really a moment, it was more 2 years of struggle trying to convince banks to lend me money, I opened my own shop, and that shop was called The Gadget Shop. And that one store, believe it or not, which opened in 1991, went on to become 50 stores over the following 10 years, including a flagship store on London's Oxford Street and a very successful online business at a time when the internet was very much in its infancy. And excitingly, for me at least, we were the biggest UK retailer of Swiss Army knives, Maglite torches and Leatherman multi-tools. In fact, you might just be able to see behind me a gold-plated Leatherman from Leatherman in recognition of those sales. The Gadget Shop was acquired in 2002, and I set up another company with a friend called Blue Sky Designs to develop our own gadgets. That company still exists today and is a license holder for Harry Potter merchandise and a whole range of other gift and stationery lines. And then in 2005, a friend and I set up another retail company called Red 5, which just happens to be Luke Skywalker's call sign. And the strapline for that business was the Ultimate Gadget Shop. With that company, we also had high street stores, but in addition to that, we had concessions in places like Hamleys and Selfridges, for those of you that know London. And we also had a range of Red 5 branded product in hundreds of high street retailers across the UK. And there was also a gadget wholesale business called The Source. The Source and Red 5 were both sold in 2015 to our nearest competitor. And then shortly after that, a small team of us got together and started another company called Moodbeam. And Moodbeam is the measure of happiness. And we've created a gadget, some hardware, and an app to go with it, and a dashboard to allow organisations to measure the happiness of their teams and people. Along the way, I learned to fly planes and helicopters, and once dropped in at the North Pole on a Gadget Shop expedition. And I also invented a range of games in which the loser gets an electric shock. And my claim to fame is testing it out on an unsuspecting Sir Richard Branson at his home in London. In 2001, I was awarded an honorary doctorate in business administration, and this channel narrowly avoided being called Dr. Gadget, probably because I couldn't get the domain and Twitter handle. So in the last 30 years, I've been lucky enough to travel the world in search of gadgets and gear, and that would involve a lot of testing and evaluating, and in some cases product development. And this channel gives me the opportunity to carry on doing what I love doing, so that you can see what's new in the market and gain inspiration and insight into new products that might help you on your life adventures. So if all that sounds interesting to you, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And if it's right up your street, you might also want to hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to new content as soon as it goes live. So there you have it. Welcome to the channel, and I hope to see you in the comments soon.